Deloitte recently conducted a survey among 7,000 millennials, or Generation Y, which are people basically 30 years and younger. And out of the 7,000, there were 2,000 that were respondents from Latin America, and Peru was included in that. There's really three big takeaways from the whole survey. One is that 75% of the respondents said that innovation is going to be necessary and is going to be a key factor in profitable growth for private enterprise going forward. The second thing they said was 65% of the respondents said that innovation behaviors within an organization is going to be a critical component as it relates to employer of choice, meaning that they're going to look for innovation traits in order to be seeking a job with a certain organization. Now, and lastly, what I find the most perhaps troubling comment is that only 18% of the respondents indicated that the organizations that they work for today contain the types of innovation traits that they felt were important going forward. So we have a gap of expectations with our millennials going forward, and for those organizations that can close that gap the quickest, those are going to be the ones that break away the pack from their competitors. So another factor that was not necessarily in this survey, but a different statistic, is that just in manufacturing alone, and these are companies broad-based that make things worldwide, there are about 10 million jobs that are going unfilled today because there is a gap between the job requirements that an organization needs against the actual labor pool of available skills that's there. And so I really believe that going forward, we'll see a much stronger private-public partnership going forward, so that governments and educational institutions, at least those that are public, can gain an understanding of what's really required from a skill set perspective and a capability skill set perspective in the marketplace. And once those two get aligned, I think that we will be able to get on our way of solving this talent gap. In the area of this gap between respondents who believe innovation is very important for prosperous growth going forward, and very high number of respondents who believe that innovation traits within an organization are going to be necessary to become an employer of choice, versus those that said, gee, we just don't have these. The gap is actually fairly universal. There may be some developed countries that have high marks around innovation, like Switzerland, like Singapore, like the United States, who might have some advantage related to that. But for the most part, the results are fairly worldwide, and while some gaps do exist or differences, it's a fairly a worldwide phenomenon.